Is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks... fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
With the catch, it's McLeod. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes a grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's Gage. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got... his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to fire. Working that left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the single back. He has the first and still on his feet.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last weekend.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
On 30 short, the run, and looking for the first down. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Gage. Hauls it in. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Gage. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this morning. He wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Kick is in the air. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Finds his tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The Sooners are on the move. Off the RPO, complete. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anger. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that into a first down. He came up a little short. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Pulls and fired complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on second down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. The Trojans will call on their punt team. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Gage. Steps away. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. 1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Handoff to the lone back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Gage. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Trojans in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The give. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Here's the handoff. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking downfield, it's Gage. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Muscling ahead on third and short. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Caught in the backfield. It's Anger. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll try the run. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And man, that stings because this offense needed every single possession they had left. Now down by 2 possessions, and you're kicking the football off. That was a play that kind of just ended this one. This offense had to put points up, and instead they give up the big safety.
And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20. Creates a little space.
Returner brings it out to the 38. And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Setting up the screen. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
It'll be 3rd and long. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Gage. Flips it out to the back. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's gone. Turning on the Jets. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Motion from the back. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the boot.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Quarterback empties his backfield. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Bounced off his feet.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.